Waking up to green, ain't no better feeling than that. Population got your bankroll fat. Went from digging in the crates to looking up the stats. Now bookies crashing now when the Degens stat. Degens united as one. Degens united as one. Degens united as one. Degens united to all rob the bookies. I'm a Degen, you a Degen, we some Degens. You a Degen, I'm a Degen, we some Degens, and we should be friends. You a Degen, I'm a Degen, you a Degen, we some Degens. You a Degen, I'm a Degen, we some Degens, and we should be friends.
Hello.
What is up, Degens? Underrated? On Monday, I doubt that many Degens are up right now putting in slips, but we're starting early because there's a early NBA game today, rescheduled.
Okay. That's cool. Let's get it in.
Wait till I got something to tell Jamie when he gets here about Mr. Buzelis. Yeah, man. This game starts in 55 minutes. Pelicans at Hornets. Hornets been killing it, man. They've beaten what? Top-ranked teams over a stretch of 10 games?
Say it ain't so. Hornets are good.
They just beat the Spurs. They beat Mavs, Grizzlies. They blew out the Sixers. Wizards, Magic. Okay, I mean, some below average teams in there. Beat the Nuggets without Jokic, though. Dominated the Lakers. Yeah, man, they're on a 6-game win streak, and they play much better at home. That's for sure. Well, they started the season playing much better at home, but 10-13 at home now. There's a lot of homecoming narratives in this game I was looking at. Trey Murphy's from Durham. Zion obviously played for Duke for a year. And then Sadiq Bey's actually from Charlotte, where the game is at. So it's like Durham is like, what, hour and a half, 2 hour drive from Charlotte. But 3 Pelicans guys going back to North Carolina today. Hornets have been top 5 defense, though, over the stretch of this win streak they're on. But they do give up catch and shoot. That's about it. Kind of like OKC. So and they don't give out much rebounding either. These teams play each other on November 4th. Let's look at that game. Miles Bridges went off. Okay, this is back when Cockbrenner was starting and Diabetes coming off the bench. Cockbrenner went off, though, to no surprise. 4 blocks. I mean, Pelicans came out blocks. So. Guys like Queen and Zion driving. I think Diabetes could have a solid fantasy game today, but let's check the fantasy line. If you're on the fantasy sites, 31.5. That's really high, really high. Let's look at his fantasy point per minute since he's been starting, because I do think he has a lot of block opportunity. What's his block prop at here? Diabetes 1.5 plus money on the 1.5. What about steal plus block? So they're implicating for like 2 stocks. Team Charlotte. When did he When did he move into the starting lineup? It's like December. End of December? Let's just do end of December. .93 fantasy points per minute. So that fantasy line is really adjusted for this matchup because if we put him at expected minutes 26-36, let's put him at 32 minutes. I put him at like basically almost 30 fantasy. So our line's a little high, man. It's a little high. Let's check first half. How many minutes? It ranges from like 16 to 18. Really just 16. So let's do 16 minutes. It's like almost 15 fantasy. What's his first half line? $16.5. Yeah, it's juice, man, because of the matchup. Because the Pelicans, they're giving up a lot of second chance points, I believe. Yeah, putbacks. They're like Pelicans dead last. That's diabetes bread and butter. Offensive rebound putbacks. So that's good for him for scoring. Yeah, Pelicans giving up third most offensive rebounds. So that makes sense. So maybe maybe not the fantasy, but maybe the PR or alt point line, because his points 10.5 is just too high in my opinion. With everyone healthy on the Hornets, I think you feel pretty good at like 7.5. But I don't want to get too crazy with it. It's just a good matchup for him. But I mean, I know if you look at the head-to-head, it doesn't look good. But that's because when they played each other, he was coming off the bench and he only played 18 minutes. And he still had 6 points, 5 rebounds. Yeah, 3 of those were offensive rebound, 2 defensive. I expect him to have a lot of offensive rebound. Do we have an offensive rebound prop for him? It was 3.5. I might consider it. Anything more. 4.5. Yeah, it's all juice, man, for this matchup. Everything is juice. Okay. I guess we'll stay on the Hornets side. What are the Pelicans struggling at besides offensive rebound putbacks? Struggling against 3-point shooting, right? Bottom 3 3-point shooting defense, bottom 3 catch and shoot defense. They're really bad in transition. So it's good for guys like Khan and Brandon Miller and Miles. Miles.
Big Trent's here.
What's up, Big Trent? What's up? What's up, bro? Oh, I meant to look at that BBL. I ran out of time, man. Sorry. Miles is definitely, I say Miles and Khan just based on like the shot type and the shooting zones. Like they have the best matchup. He put up 22 on him last time. There's no Miller or LaMelo in that game though. It's so early in the season. Another thing I want to look at. Pelicans giving up second most assists to the 4 position. They were giving up like the most assists to point guards for a while, but it kind of dropped down over the last 15 games at least. I mean, I do feel like it's a good assist spot for Melo here. But what I've noticed is like Khan has been playmaking a lot too, with LaMelo on the court. I guess, I mean, the potential, his potential's only been like 6 to 8. It's just they're high converted assists. So it must be like him cutting to the basket or finding a cutter. Easy buckets. Okay. And LaMelo, I imagine, is averaging around like 14 potentials. 11.6 over the last 20. 14, 15. That Memphis game was weird, man. He only had 3 potentials. I mean, he only played 23 in that game, and it's with 3 potentials and 4 assists. That was a super weird game.
It was weird, but J May's here.
J Main. Hey, J Main. Buzelis, man. That was the most free under yesterday on the back-to-back. Put up 2 points, bro. And you know what they did? They did us a favor, too. They bumped him up before tip. They bumped him from 16.5 to 17.5. I was like, what are they doing here? And Kobe White was back and Vooch was back. We hammered that in the Discord, man. Yeah, I used him like a taco. Every slip.
He said he's taking Bay today.
Hey, he's from Charlotte, bro. It's from Charlotte. Homecoming game. We'll go to the Pelicans next. Yeah, man. I mean, Brandon Miller's been on the heater. When does that train stop? I don't know. But it's a good spot for him in terms of spot-up shooting for sure. But I think on paper, Khan and Miles are the best matchup because they score a lot in transition and spot-up too. But Khan's lines just feel way too high at 18.5 with everyone healthy. Like, he has the ability to do it, but he's just got to catch fire. When he's not shooting well, he just doesn't shoot that much. It's like volume goes down to like 10 or less field goal attempt. And Brandon Miller were like black hole when he's on fire. Yeah, Brandon Miller has potential to go over like 17 to 20 field goal attempts here, man. It's tough. When they're fully healthy, it's tough to make a call on this, man. But if I had to rank it, I would say I like Diabetes, rebound, offensive rebound, putback, scoring potential, and block potential here. I mean, I don't take stock props, man, but if you get plus money, they bumped him down. That's Brandon Miller. They had Diabetes at 1.5 block plus money. Like, he had 1 block in just 18 minutes. But stock props are volatile, bro. But I'm just saying. And then I would say probably tie between Khan and Miles for scoring. But I think Khan's a little too high at 18.5. I would alt him. And then it would be Brandon Miller for his scoring, and then LaMelo for his playmaking. Dude, the Hornets, they don't play tomorrow, do they? Because everyone plays tomorrow. I feel like it's a huge slate. Look at this. It's like 12 games. 10 or more. Okay, good. Charlotte doesn't play tomorrow, so they won't have LaMelo any kind of restriction then on the front end of back-to-back. I mean, yeah, the assists are going to be there because, like, again, the Hornets give up a lot near the rim. You see a lot of their assists go near the rim, and then they give up a ton of assists to three-point catch and shoot shooting. So as long as like Khan, Miles, and Miller hitting their shots, like Melo should get there with his assists, unless Melo just catches fire himself and just goes black hole. But I think we could feel good about him getting assists if he gets up to like 14 to 15 potentials again today.
Can you see the chat?
What?
Oh, just J-Man got some things here, and
Okay.
Trent too. When you get a minute.
Yes, sir. 17.5 crushed it. Yeah, man. I appreciate you putting me on to him, man. I wouldn't even pay attention to that bum otherwise, but that trend is real, man. He's never gone over 17.5 points on a back-to-back. 9 games now. Trent said, do you know what's going on March 28th? I don't, man. What's going on? An NBA? Jamie said, I was telling people who got family here in Philly, he gonna play good. Sipe. Fear's got any numbers? He's only good on back-to-backs now, I think. I was on chat. I gave out Murphy Boyle's blocks yesterday. Oh, yeah, that was a good spot for blocks for him, for sure. I think defense not as hard once you toggle defense first position. Defense first position on stats here. Well, let me see. Oh, right here.
Oh, Trent said big KBO March 28th.
Oh shit, we're gonna have to do like a big debut thing, man, for KBO and MPB. We'll do something special, giveaway or something. Defensive rating. I don't see defensive position on opponent rating. Oh, here we go. Oh, Fantasy Pros. Oh, sorry, I'm back-to-backs, yeah. Fantasy Pros, yeah, man. That's props. No non.
That was his typo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, guys, what do you think? I mean, I don't know. Hornets are, like I said, they're tough to figure out with them fully healthy. I mean, Miller's been doing a lot of the heavy lifting on the offense. I mean, they've been the number one offense over his last 10 games, so they're playing really good team ball. Everyone's chipping in. Mainly Miller leading the way, shot volume, scoring, but it's going to fluctuate game to game, and who's hot and who's not. Because with these guys, most of the team being catch and shoot guys, and Khan, Miles, and Miller, like they're just going to feed whoever's hot at that time and scoring and who's efficient. So you're really just banking on who's landing their shots at that point. So I don't know, man. It's tough. But I mean, with that said, I mean, it makes Melo's assist definitely makes sense here for sure. Does he have any kind of home road split with his playmaking too? Yeah, I mean, he averages like almost one assist more at home versus the road. His assists go down like 1.3 on the road.
Wolf says, "Am I crazy for Cockbrenner 1 assist at plus 105?"
Let's look at that. I like those kind of crazy plays to look at.
That's like a block prop.
Yeah. Miles plays better at home slightly. I mean, almost a 2-point difference average at home versus away. Just looking at some splits here since we have time. They all just play better at home, and which kind of makes sense. At one point, their home record, they had a winning record at home. Oh, Khan plays better on the road, and maybe that's a function of guys like Miller and Miles stepping up at home, because Khan, his field goal attempt goes down, his usage goes down, and his points go down by 4. Wow. Huh. His assists go up a little bit. I do think his assists are interesting at -102 for 3.5. The only problem is like those potentials are so low, but I want to see how. I just want to look, guys. I just want to look. I know it's boring, but I want to see how he's getting those assists against Memphis. Game is. What was the date on that game? It was like 28. I want to see if is it catch and shoot or is it near the rim? Get out of here, Luca. All right, this is a transition broken place deal, so throw that out the window. Catch and shoot. Little give and go. Okay. Okay. We got 2 catch and shoot. Another catch and shoot. I like that. Driving in. Well, we didn't get to see how he got that pass, but okay. Some of it design plays, man. All right. I think the value in the books at like -105 is not bad for 4, but the potentials are so low. It's the only problem. And that game, it seems like he got 6 because Miles Bridges was on fire. What was it, 4 or 5 from 3, and Brandon Miller's hitting his shot. So you're gonna need them to hit their shots on the limited assist potential there. Let's see, Cockbrenner. Someone asked about his assists. He had 0. It's a Hornets. Weird. So sometimes he's running point, and Melo goes and plays the wing. Yeah, like Kama's running point there, and Melo was just chilling in the wing. And that's designed. I mean, that's set up. He's drawing a lot of attention from the defenses. But Spurs do that. Their solid defense, like they'll definitely trap a lot and focus on primary scores, so that makes sense. If you get time, Reed Shepard and Ant-Man under assists. Yeah, let's look at that. Road Warrior. Yeah, man. Maybe the assist is kind of sneaky, man. Or under points. 18.5, I do feel like it's high. It's just the problem is like the Pelicans just believe threes, man. And if he catches fire from 3, the under is cooked. But I mean, those home road splits look pretty consistent. You just really need Brandon Miller and Miles to not shoot like shit and take a back seat, and then that'll kill his assists and his under points. Let's see, Jabari. Oh, woof. Carpenter for 1 assist. Let's look at it, man. Now, I will say, if the game does go sideways and blow out, it's only a 6.5 point spread. Open at 7.5, went down to 6.5. If it does blow out, Kalkbrenner will get a ton of run and blow out blowout minutes. So could be there. Last 3 games, though, when he plays his normal minutes off the bench, he's had 0 potentials. Man. That seems like a coin toss, Wolf. I don't know if it's worth the juice, man. It's minus 172. I don't know. Sexton. I feel like you can get a lot of transition points here. But his minutes have been pretty capped. And he does play minutes alongside Melo too at times, which I don't like. Man, maybe Con for 3 plus assists would feel better. But if you want in like on fantasy sites like PrizePicks or Underdog, but then in the books, maybe the minus on FanDuel has the best price, -102 for him to get 4. Because I'm pretty sure on the season the Pelicans are giving up. Yeah, last 30 games they're giving up 3rd most assists to shooting guards. Okay. All right. What's Miles at? Is it 3.5 too? I like Con better. We saw design plays and him running point at times. Yeah. Let's look at people asking about. Let's do the Pelicans real quick, and then we'll get the Shep. Let's do Sadiq back in Charlotte. Some books have him at 17.5, which is what he opened at. Juice on the under, so books have bumped him down to 16.5. Slight juice on the over. Not a good rebounding spot by any means. Although, I mean, he's a good rebounder for sure, and probably extra motivated being back in his hometown. But Charlotte just does not give up rebounds, bro. Like top 2. So with him, I mean, I would say it's either his 3-point prop or his points straight up, because that's the only way Hornets are giving up points really is to catch and shoot from 3. Oubre had a good game, similar position, wing. Yeah. I would just do the points, man. If you guys want to ride the Sadiq Bey train, this hot train, and also the narrative of him being back in his hometown, I'd probably feel better, honestly, man, at like 14.5, because he lands on 15 quite a bit. Last game, he went off against the Sixers because Zion did nothing, man. Absolutely nothing. He played almost the entire first quarter and had 1 field goal attempt. He took a total of 6 shots last game. Last 3 games, he's kind of taken a back seat to guys like Sadiq Bey. Does that hold today? I don't know. We'll see. I just think Zion, if Zion's aggressive and he's attacking the basket, it's going to leave a lot of block opportunities for Diabetes and maybe even Miles when he's crashing in for help defense. Block. Wow, he's not even getting really that many blocks. So it's really going to be Diabetes here, man. Okay. I just wish that fantasy, I wish it was 29.5, man. I feel a lot better. 31.5 is definitely juiced. Trey Murphy's been shooting like shit, right, guys? Oh my god, that Memphis game, perfect matchup, absolute perfect. Like Memphis also giving up ton of catch and shoot, ton of threes, and he was 2 of 14 from the field, 0 of 7 from 3. Over half his points came from the free throw line, and then he follows it up next game, 3 of 11 from 3, 8 of 21. So he's shooting like OKC game. Little understandable. It's OKC, good defense, but they do give up catch and shoot. He was 3 of 20 in the field, 1 of 11 from 3. Oh my gosh, man. He's shooting like 25% or less from 3 lately over his last like 4 games. But that's shooters, right? They're going to go up and down, cold streak, hot streaks, and he's in a cold streak right now, so I'm going to leave him alone, man. Because if I want to ever take his over again, I want to see him have a bounce back game and show he's out of that cold streak. And I worry about taking the under because if he gets out of the cold streak today and just how the Hornets play defense, like he's going to have the catch and shoot opportunities today. So I'll probably just leave him alone. Again, might consider Sadiq at 14.5. I'm going to leave Zion alone. I mean, I was considering Zion's PR under, but his lines have come down quite a bit. I feel better if it was like 29.5 or 30.5. You get 29.5 on DK. Feels a little bit better. Minus 121 on the under. But who knows? Does he get up for... Does he care about playing back in North Carolina? Does he? Let's see. All right, this game... What was this? Was this last year? 28 points, 11 rebounds last year at Charlotte. That's the last time he's played them? He only played them once over the last 2 years? Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. I might leave him alone. But it's not a good matchup for him. Hornets are like top 8 defense in the paint. They don't give up rebounds, so I was thinking about the PR under. I'm looking at last year. Let me look at this year. Yeah, they're not giving up. They are giving up. Hornets do give up points near the rim, though. And within 10 feet. They are like bottom 10. But they're not fouling. That's the big thing. They're not fouling. They're number 1 in free throws allowed. And we know Zion lives on the free throw line. Do we have a free throw made prop for him? I would consider the under because the Hornets are not fouling, and then we know he's not a good free throw shooter. Let's see. Oh, they're only giving us free throw attempted. Weak. What about Underdog? Let me bring up Underdog. Shit never works, bro. I hate this website. They're not offering anything free throw related. That sucks. Okay. And then I think Herb Jones will have a lot of open shots here with the catch and shoot. And they'll probably leave him open because he's shooting so bad lately. Shooting really bad from 3 at least. So they'll probably leave him open. Points are only 8.5, man. And he should play 30 minutes. That feels doable. Maybe the PRA 12.5. That's stretching, man. I mean, what's the fantasy line, man? Because he can't get stocks. Steals for sure. If this fantasy line's pretty low, 20.5. Bro, you know it's a bad slate when we're like scraping at the barrel on Herb Jones.
Latido says, "Good afternoon. What have I missed?"
What up? Not too much, Lotso. What's up, man? Glad you're here. Just going through the first game right now before it starts in 20 minutes. 0.7 fantasy. So if he plays 32 minutes, that'll be 22 fantasy. If he plays 30 minutes, which I feel like that's pretty much the floor unless it blows out, that puts him at 21. I think there's a slight edge on the fantasy, man. If you want to take a stab at Herb, he's very boom or bust, man. He's just not shooting well from three. The 3-point attempt is interesting because, like, if my theory is right, if they do leave him open and dare him to shoot, he will chuck from three, man. He will chuck from three. Let's see, if he plays 30 minutes, he's taking about... Oh, he's taking like 3 on the dot, like every game, pretty much. Yeah, he's like taking 3 right on the dot from. Yeah, I think his lines are pretty tight, man. I would say there's a slight edge on his fantasy if he can pick up a couple of extra stocks on Khan or LaMelo. They're going to implicate him for 2 stocks. Okay. That'll be a slight lean, man. Herb Jones fantasy, or want to take a stab at his 3-point attempt at 3.5. And someone, Jamie brought up fears. Someone brought up fears. What was the question about fears? Fears got any numbers? He's only good on back-to-backs now, I think. Back-to-backs. Yeah, he's picking up the slack on the back-to-backs. But they played 2 days ago. Hornets are struggling against pick-and-roll ball handlers, but they are top 10 transition defense. I don't like seeing Dylan Harper, man, popping off like that. All Dylan Harper does is attack the rim relentlessly. Was he like that in college? Because that's the only way the dude scores is his layups, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
He shot, but he's not the best shooter, as you know.
Yeah, see, that's Fear's style, I noticed too. Like, yeah, 50% of his Fear's points are near the basket, near the rim, because he's just drawing fouls, or trying to get layups.
Doesn't shoot either.
Yeah, yeah. You're spot on with that, because he, like, most of Fear's points is in transition. So I don't like seeing that, because, like, I feel like the profile fits really closely to Harper. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if Fears gets that 10 points, but to be honest, it's just his minutes are all over the place. He's either going to play 16 minutes or he's going to play 22. I'm going to leave him alone, guys. I can't do the over or the under, I don't think. All right, should we move on? That cover it? Recap for slots and others who showed up late. I like Diabetes for his fantasy potential here, because I think he has stock potential against Zion driving for block opportunity there. Pelicans give up a ton of blocks. And also his rebound putback potential. overall potential is really good, but all his lines are juiced as a result in this matchup. His fantasy is about 2 points higher than my projections. His offensive rebounds juiced. His rebounds and points are juiced. From his normal lines, he's 10.5 points instead of 9.5. So you're paying a tax on him. So if anything, I would probably, if I wasn't going to play his fantasy, I'd alt his lines down to feel better about it. Put him at like 7.5 points, and then the rebounds. His rebounds too volatile, although it's a good offensive rebound spot, which is where he gets most of his rebounds. I'd probably just leave that alone, guys. I'd probably just do an alt 7.5 points, and then maybe the fantasy. Maybe the fantasy. I don't know. It's just it's taxed. It's juiced. And then I might take a stab at Khan for 3+ assists, based on what we looked at data wise in the matchup. Melo's, and then in a separate sub, maybe Melo for 7+ assists. Brandon Miller. I hate betting on him. He's so up and down, but it's a good matchup. Maybe Miles. He plays a lot better at home. Great matchup for spot up and transition. So maybe Miles points. At if you can catch it at 15.5, it drops down because there's juice coming in under. Maybe if you get down at 15.5. I feel much better at 12.5, maybe 13.5.
Oh shit! Ren's here.
What's up, man? What up, bro? Yeah, that's what I say. Like 13 or 14.5 points for Miles. If you want to pair it with Khan for 3+ assists or Melo for 7. Diabetes for 8+ points.
Ayo's here.
Sadiq, what up, Ayo? Everyone's here, man. What's up? Sadiq for 15+. And I think that was it for the Pelicans. I don't want to mess with anybody else. I don't really bet on the Pelicans. I think that pretty much covers it, guys. All right, let's get the Rockets Pacers. Unless you guys got anything else for this game that's about to start. Someone asked about Reed Shepard. What up, Ayo? Sub Ren? Appreciate you, Ren. Ren, shout out any plays you got today, man. Shout him out if you got him. So also, he's good in back-to-backs, like you mentioned, but even better in third game and 4-night scenarios for Fears. He said he was looking at Fears fantasy or field attempt. I think the field goal attempt, if you can project Fears for 20+ minutes, I think the field attempt you could find a little edge there, man. What's it at? Oh, and Herb Jones for 20 fantasy. That was the other lean, the total lean. What's the field goal attempt? 8.5. Okay, that's spot on. I was gonna say if it was 7.5, that'd be really nice, right? That's right there on the line. But the nice thing is, so here's the nice thing, is a lot of his possessions where his usage, like he's involved in the play and he's trying to score, a lot of times he's getting fouled, man. Like he gets to the free throw line quite a bit, right? Well, at least, not lately, but in the past he was. But the Hornets don't foul that much. I mean, they're giving up the least free throws. So that's the problem with field goal attempts. If you got a team that's fouling a lot, they don't count those shooting fouls as field goal attempt. But here, he shouldn't get that fouled. So that increases field goal attempt opportunity. It's just a matter of how many minutes you project him for slots, though. Like if he plays 16, 17, that's really scary. Yes, he can still put up 9 field goal attempt in that amount of time, but I feel much better if we can get him at 20+ minutes, like 20 to 23. I just don't know. This coach, I can't figure out Borrego, man, on the Pelicans, and he was on the Hornets forever too, right? Borrego as an assistant or something like that. So this is also a narrative for him. I have no idea, man, for his minutes, because he seems to treat these rookies, both him and Queen, like so up and down with their rotation and minutes. Like he'll pull them if they're doing bad and just keep them on the bench for longer than normal. Fantasy wise, what is his line at? 17.5. What is he averaging lately? Let's put this at, because I know Poole was playing a little bit in December. When did Poole stop playing? Like Poole's been DNPing, right? Like when did he start DNPing? He's not even anywhere to be found, bro. He's like dead to the world. All right, I'll just put it at January 8th. Let's just take Poole off. That'll solve that problem. 0.96 is pretty solid, man. Let's take this back a month though. 0.96. I think that's a pretty soft line. I think it's a good call out, Salazzo. Let's project him. Let's be conservative here at first. Let's put him at 18 minutes, right? I think that's pretty conservative. I put him right at 17.5 on the dot. So we would need him if he can play 20 minutes, bro. I think he can get it. Okay, again, this is like what they average fantasy point per minute, so it's a good indicator. It's a good projection model. If we put him at 20 minutes, that'll put him at like 19.5 fantasy. So you're getting like a 2-point buffer there. It's just you're gonna need. We need him to play 20 minutes. So I would say him and Herb Jones fantasy, pretty soft lines. From my projections, you're getting like a 1.5 to 2 point buffer. So in a small slate like this, if you want to take a shot on it, I think it makes total sense. I think if I had to choose shots on our call outs, I would choose a fantasy over the field goal attempt, because the field goal attempt can just be so random. Yeah, that's what I do. He is an ass hat with the rotations. He really is. So you're rolling the dice, man, for sure. It's boom or bust. I mean, you're getting a soft line if he plays 20 minutes. So, would you take Miller and Bate over 4.5 points combo? So that's juiced, right? Because in the books, Bate is 16.5 points and Miller is 22.5. You add those together, that's 49 or 39. So you're paying like a 2-point premium on that point combo. But the nice thing is that, like, if one of them's struggling a little bit, the other one is popping off. They can help each other out. It's tough to say. Yeah. I mean, both of them have been the most productive on their respective teams, right? But it could change day to day. Got it locked in. Thank you for the extended breakdown on that. I hope it helps, man. I mean, it really now just comes down, it's in the coach's hands, which I hate in the NBA. That's the only thing, man. Sometimes with these coaches. But it's a small slate, man. Limited options. I mean, or you just not force it. But let's see what else we got, guys. Ren said we got some homecoming guys. Let's go Bay and Zion. Welcome home. Yeah, and Trey Murphy too. It's from Durham. Not too far from Charlotte. And Braga going against his former team. Clean under PRA, J-Man. Yeah, dude. I took his PRA under the other day, and he absolutely torched me. All right, actually, no. He started off really hot against Philly, and then did nothing in the second half. I would say PR maybe, because I think the assists are there for him, man. Because if he's driving and kicking out, and Hornets give up that catch and shoot, like I feel like the assists are gonna be there for sure. Let me just check something. Charlotte's giving up the least assists to centers lately. FYI, it's kind of good. It's kind of good for his under. I don't know. Maybe it's a bad rebound spot for him. Scoring, it seems like it's like average matchup. He dropped 12. And that was very early in the season. He only played 18 minutes. That's crazy that he almost had a triple-double in just 18 minutes. Whew. But Kalkbrenner was the starting center at that time. Diabetes is a much better defender than Kalkbrenner. So they're going to boo James out the building. Sion James? Oh, Brago. Game starts in 7 minutes. Brago. Yeah, let's do a little slip dip from what we talked about, guys. Fun little unit sweat here. Early day sweat. Let's go with the Salazzo fantasy. I think J-May wanted Sadiq. And then on the Charlotte side, what do you guys think here, man? You want to go Melo's assists or Con? Con for 3+, or Melo for 7? I could do the diabetes 7.5 point line, man. I think you get that. Or his fantasy. It's so high though, man. What that, guys? What about that? I just don't want to choose between Miller. I guess we can do Miles. We can do Miles. We don't have to do. Should we just keep it simple? So you guys want to go Miles, plays better at home, 15+ points. 3x will give you almost 5, or 3 pick on that will give you almost 5x. What do you guys think? I don't know. I think if you wanted to extend it more, you could throw in Melo for 7 or Con for 3. Yeah, Lorenzen. Yeah, Kalkbrenner is a better offensive player, and yeah, if you think it's going to blow out, Kalkbrenner is a solid play because he's going to get all that garbage time run. Other ones we considered, if you guys are building a slip, Herb fantasy, or his 3-point attempt at 3.5 is tempting, but a lot of times he lands right on 3. 3.5. I wouldn't play the assists in the same slip though between Con and Melo. They seem to really affect each other's playmaking. Miller all points? Okay, you want to do that instead of Miles? I can't choose between the two, man. Like, they both play better at home. Both in a great matchup. The fuck is this? I had Sadiq at 14.5, bro. Are you bumping my alt? I don't care about the regular line. Okay, there you go. I'll take Herb off, man. Herb is risky, bro. He's risky. He's not shooting well, but he has a stock upside. Fears 17.5, Con for 3+ assists. Goes well because a lot of his assists, we were watching those recent games, are going to Miller and Miles. So
Jamie says, what's that Mellow what?
For 7.5, over 7+ assists. I don't know, man. I mean, his playmaking, his assist rate definitely goes up at home. I just worry about him black holing though, man. I don't know why I get this feeling, but Pelicans on the season, they were giving up a ton of assists to point guards because of how much catch and shoot they're giving up. So I feel like Connor and Melo get their assist line. All right, guys. Something we can all sweat together if you want. Solid card, Ben said. There you go. Yeah, and then, I mean, if you don't want to even mess with the assists, just do a 3-pick, and that gives you 3.25x, or you can just do it in the books, too. You probably get better value in the books. You won't have Fears Fantasy, but maybe you can do Fears alt points. All right, let's talk about the Pacers Rockets, which I think is probably the more interesting game on the slate until we get the T-Wolves news. Just because KD is out, right? It's going to open things up for the Rockets here. Makes it a little more interesting on this really mid to below average slate, in my opinion, small slate. Let's start with the Rockets side with KD out. Sengun is, I mean, we only have one game with KD, 2 games. This is his 3rd game he's missed this season. That's right. We only have 2 game sample size, and it was way early in the season. Usage percentage. I mean, you would think Sengun would go way up, but those 2 games, 21, 25% usage rate. Not the best matchups for centers. Not the Warriors like shut down centers, but they funnel everything to the outside. On paper, let's see, Amen. This is typical Amen right here, man. Like 28 points and then 10 points. But on paper, like Amen's got the best matchup because Pacers foul a lot. Amen gets the free throw line. They struggle against pick and roll ball handlers, and they struggle somewhat in transition defense and in isolation. The problem with him is he just can't shoot. Why did this Warriors game he have a 16% usage rate with KD out? That's crazy. Another thing though is like Amen and KD work very closely together on pick and roll. Like they're intertwined, man. Like KD draws all the defensive attention, and then we'll find Amen cutting to the basket, and Amen, that's how Amen gets a lot of easy dunks and layups. So actually, it probably hurts Amen when KD's out. I mean, except the Suns game, Amen did drop 28 points. But Easton didn't play. But yeah, they work close together, man. They do a lot of give and go, pass back and forth, and KD definitely finds him cutting to the basket and draws defense away from Amen. But yeah, I mean, Reed would be the next. I mean, Reed's really the only shooter. I mean, besides Jabari and Easton taking threes, but Reed is going to have to step up here with KD out. Again, he took a back seat in that Suns game with KD out, and Amen went off. And then Reed went off in the Warriors game, and Amen took a back seat. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, so Reed had a 28% usage rate against the Warriors. Amen had a 16%, and then it flipped. It was opposite for the Suns game. Oh, man, so you're really – okay, so they're highly intertwined on their usage rate, man. At least, I mean, just from the 2 game sample size we have with KD out. I think it'd be smart, man, like, honestly, because it's hard to choose between the 2. I would just split them up I might just do 2 separate slips for this and just do Shepherd, Reed for points in one, and Amen for, I think, PR maybe, because the rebounds should go up with KD out, and also the Pacers are terrible on the glass, as we know. Yeah, at least those 2 games that KD was out, Amen's rebounds went up by almost 3. And against point guards, I'm pretty sure on the season the Pacers are giving up like the most to the backcourt in terms of rebounds. Yeah, over the last 30 games, number 1 rebounds allowed to point guards and second most points allowed. So I think PR would make sense for Amen. It also gives you another out in case he's just shooting terrible like he tends to do. So what's the PR line? 27.5. Like, look at that. He almost got that against the Warriors, even though he only had 16% usage rate and 10 points. I think PR is the way for Amen. So I think PR in one slip for Amen and points for Reed in the other one at 14.5. It's just on paper, it's not a good matchup for Reed, right? Because the Pacers top 2 against catch and shoot, number 1 against 3-point shooting, and they're always been like that with Rick Carlisle as their coach. They focus on shutting down 3-point shooting, but a lot of times they still can't, even when they try. They'll still give it up, though. I think he's going to have to do more than just 3-point shooting. I think he's going to have to drive and find his bucket in the mid-range game too, which the Pacers really struggle in the mid-range. So if we can get Reed driving in here and shooting within the three-point line, shooting within the paint, I think we can feel a little bit better about him getting his points, because Pacers bottom 5 defense, all within the three-point line. Eason also, I think we don't have any data. He didn't play any of the games that KD was out, but he should play 30-plus minutes here. Again, a lot of it is just spot-up shooting with him, so spot-up three-point. So on paper, again, it doesn't look good for him, but I just think the increase in usage with KD out, and it's just an increased role, especially with Steven Adams out. I think he's live too for his PR or rebounds in general. I think his rebounds could be pretty solid here. Because the Pacers don't really give it up to the front court in terms of rebounds, right? I guess the power forwards they do, but like centers they don't. It's really the backcourt they give it up to. Yeah, top 5 to shooting guards and number 1 to point guard. So it's a lot of long rebounds probably from missed threes, honestly. But I think Eason for 6+ rebounds feels pretty good. KD out in this matchup, and then for his PR, I put him for like 20+ points and rebound. And I feel pretty good about that. But if you were building a slip, man, I mean, maybe like Reed's points paired with Eason's rebound. I just hate playing rebound props straight up, man. Why can't we get him at 14? Oh, it's 15 flat, bro. I hate playing bumps for my bumps. Let's put Eason at 6+. And then in the other slip, I'll take both of them out and put Eamon and PR straight up. Liking Eason, all rebounds. Yeah, me too, Ren. Yep. Huff is terrible. Huff is garbage, bro. All he's good for is reverse dunks, right? That's the only way he gets dunks. I watched this whole highlight clip of his dunks this year, and all of them, he has to do it in reverse. I don't know why, but that's just the way he can dunk. Only way he can dunk. Jabari Smith 2+ assists. Ooh, that's kind of sneaky too, man. That's kind of sneaky because the offense would run through KD on the high post, right? And that's how he would get a lot of assists. Now Jabari is going to be the one, potentially, besides, when Sengun's out there running the high pick and roll, Jabari is probably going to have to step into that KD role a little bit. Now, you won't garner the same defensive attention as KD, but if they run the same offensive schemes that they normally do with KD, and Jabari fills that role, I think it makes sense schematically, man. For sure. For sure. He had 4 potential. He only had 1 assist in that Phoenix game without KD, but he had 4 potentials. You got to like that. That's double the assist line you're looking for. I think it makes sense. Pacers, they don't give up assists really because, again, they're shutting down the catch and shoot, but he could get the assists here in the paint and guys cutting to the basket. Play the PA, Ren said. Yeah. Ren, you said under rebounds for Jabari? It's interesting. His rebound does go down with KD out, and I wonder if that's... Well, see, it's hard to say because Eason was out this game, and Steven Adams was playing back then. So it's hard to say because with Steven Adams. But maybe it's because his role changes with KD out, and he has to play more on the wing than he does on help defense at the 4 in the paint with Sengun. But with Sengun, or with Steven Adams out, I think he's going to have to pick up some minutes at the 5, right? Whenever Sengun's out. Although they can play, both teams can play small today. when the Pacers don't have Huff out there. Yeah, both teams can go really small. It's hard to say on Jabari's rebound, man, because it's just the Pacers just give up so many boards. They brick so much. PA, I could be sneaky. I think it's a good call out, Ren, and good call on assists, J-Main. I think I'm going to go against the stats. I'm going to take Reece Shepard to get 20.5 PRA. I think it makes sense, J-Main. I know, like, if you're on Props Madness and you're looking at it and you're like, shit, the Pacers don't give up assists, right? But in those two games, everything goes up for Reed. His points, his assists, his rebounding, his usage, his minutes, the number of passes he makes. Yeah, I think they're going to have to lean on him a lot, man, to set the offense besides Amen. Sengun said, call him Goon. You may get 30 tonight. Man, I can't stand Sengun, bro. But it's a perfect matchup. But that's the thing with Sengun. He's the type of dude, like, he can be in the best matchup ever, and then he'll shit the bed. Prime example, Hawks. They've been getting absolutely destroyed by centers. They have no front court defense whatsoever. And that dude goes 3 or 14, 9 points. Right? I just can't trust him, man. It's a great matchup for him. All year, the Pacers have been giving up a ton to centers. A ton. They've been near the top 10 all season, so I don't hate you for taking Sengun, but it's just me personally. I don't mess with him, man, because he just burns me, bro. So even in the best matchups, all right, I think we had some good options here. I mean, no, actually, going back on the PRA, I think it makes total sense, J-Main. I think if you're on the fantasy sites, I would consider his fantasy because he gets a lot of steals. But he has a lot of turnovers, too. These guys are a turnover machine. 26.5 fantasy. Let me look at some. And I'm going to take this back to November because that was including the 2 games that KD was out. Nope. I need November 1st. There we go. Okay. So it's fantasy point per minute with KD playing 0.93. So then let's take KD off. $1.04. Wow, guys, that's like a 1 fantasy point or a point, a whole 0.1 increase. That's a massive increase. So, do we think the game stays close with KD out? 5.5 point spread. Pacers are just so bad, bro. Like, but at least it's in Indiana. There's no KD. Let's see. So that game KD was out. How many minutes did you play? 27 and 37. Oh, they won by 22. That's why. Okay, man. He could if he gets all the way up to 35 minutes. That fantasy is like free. Let's be conservative. Let's put him at 30 minutes, which I think that's just like floor in a close game. That puts him at 31 fantasy. Oh, look at that. Diabetes off the rip, guys. Mellow assists. All right. Man, that fantasy, I think it's worth a stab, bro. Like, I know it's a little volatile because we don't have much data with KD out, and so his minutes, I mean, are really hard to project. But he has the potential to play 32 to 35 minutes here. And over the last 15 games, oh my gosh, Pacers giving up the most fantasy over the last 15. They're giving up a ton of steals, the most steals by a wide margin, and that's what Reed specializes in. Yeah, he had 5 against Cleveland. I remember that Utah game. He had like 4 in the first half. Look at this. Look, he has some games like 5, 4, 3. And the assists are going to be there too. I can't believe it's crazy that assists only 2.5, right? Because so much offense ran through KD and him setting the offense. Yeah, I'm in on the fantasy. I'm in. I'm sold. I'm just going to price shop. They're not even offering fantasy on Underdog yet. I'll look out for it. All right, I think that's play number 1 for me, man. I think I'm going to take off the... And then... Yeah, I'll do Amon's PR and another. And Eason for 6+ assists. All right. What else we got, guys? Pacers have been playing better, Ren said, since they've gotten healthy, other than Hallie. Yeah. Houston is struggling a little late. Man, they just can't buy a bucket. You can't shoot. That Spurs game was embarrassing. They went 7 minutes straight in the fourth quarter to start the fourth quarter without a single field goal made. Sengun has to get more physical. He plays like cat. He does. That's a very good point. He can't settle for those like wild shots that he does where he's like falling off for 1 foot fadeaways, man. His shot selection really bad at times. I agree with you, Ren. I think it's juiced, and it's juiced rightfully so, because they're playing the Pacers, who allow second most free throw attempts behind Detroit, and KD is out. So it's going to be juiced, but it's normally 4.5. But I think it's worth a stab at 6.5 free throw attempts for Sengun, because you don't have to worry about him making his free throws, because he can be a really bad free throw shooter, right? I mean, okay, face Detroit with KD playing. Detroit, number 1 free throw attempts allowed, fouling team. He had 10. Had 7 against the Spurs, who don't foul that much. And then maxed out around 4 of these other games. If he's aggressive and he's attacking, and he has guys like Isaiah Jackson out there and others trying to guard him, Jarris Walker on help defense crashing from the wing, I think it's doable. It is juiced. Like I said, it's normally 4.5. I think on the season he's averaging 5 to 6, I want to say, attempts. But yeah, if you're in the fans, if you're on like PrizePicks and you have access to that, I could get behind that for Sengun, because I don't have to rely on him making his shots. He's averaging 5.9, almost 6. So you're getting a 1+ tax because of the matchup and because KD being out. Makes total sense. Is Underdog offering his free throw props? They're not offering shit, man. Nothing. That'd be a slight lean. That would be a slight lean. Hawks haven't had any defense against bigs since Capella was there, and since they refuse to address it every offseason. So that's really spot on. I mean, I heard rumors they were going to do it before the trade deadline. We'll see for Thursday, but there's rumors that they're going after traditional bigs like Zubac, Miles Turner. I don't know. We'll see. They need it. I mean, someone just torched them the other day. Who was it? It was like a big that's not even good. Was it on Saturday? Oh, Huff. Huff was was absolutely destroying him. They couldn't stop him. Yeah, 16 points, bro. And he had 6 rebounds. That's a lot for Huff. Yeah, man. Okay, I think feel pretty good about the Rockets props we talked about, man. Feel pretty good about it. I mean, Clint's interesting off the bench. I know he's old and washed, but I mean, he's gonna be going. I guess it depends. Like, do the Pacers they fluctuate, right? Like sometimes they have Huff start, sometimes they have him. Most of the time they have him coming off the bench. But do they have Huff start because of Sengun? Like, are they just going to really just go with Siakam at the 5 against the Sengun? I don't know. But if they start Huff, then that means Clint is going to get some run against good old Isaiah Jackson if he's still active, which is very favorable. It's a little line, man, but he's looks like he's going to be capped out around 15 minutes probably with a really low usage rate. 19%. I don't know, low line, but Pacers, I don't play Pacers at all. I never take overs on Pacers, man. I was considering Jarris Walker under PRA, though, for sure. Tough matchup for him. Rockets top 2 in spot-up defense. A little above average in transition. They played each other already. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. 17 PRA. I mean, it's right down the line. It definitely a lean because the line is super tight and it's pretty low. For guy, how many minutes he's going to play? If he plays, because he ranges from like 25, 30 minutes. If he plays 30 plus minutes, it's going to be super sweaty. But just based on the matchup, he opened at 10.5 points last night. Now he's down to 9.5. So he bumped down. All his lines bumped down. Europe vision of Cat, Ren said, yeah. Speaking of Huff under rebound today, G-Main said, I think it really depends if he's starting or not. And actually, like, Rockets front court's not the same rebounding team without Mr. Adams, right? But yeah, he's just a bad rebounder in general, Huff. But if Huff is starting and guarding Sengun, and if Sengun is active trying to score, I think Sengun can offer a lot of free rebounds in the front court, the little short rebounds, misses. So it made me a little nervous depending on what the line is for Huff. I would say wait on the starting lineup, J-Man. It's 3.5 too. Oh, man, I don't know. I think he could get more run today because of Sengun. But I could be totally wrong. I mean, Carlisle could just try to run Sengun off the court with Siakam at the 5 and try to wear him down that way, right? I can see both ways. I think it also just depends on how Sengun is doing. If like Sengun is just cooking, if they don't start Huff and Sengun's just cooking in the paint, I could see Huff just playing more minutes off the bench like he did against the Hawks. He played 31 minutes off the bench. So, but yeah, Huff's minutes are like all over the place this season. He's really hard to project in terms of minutes. I got those first game props in. Nice, Trent. How are they looking, bro? Sadiq 0-3. I guess he's too nervous in front of the home crowd, huh? His hometown. What you doing, Sadiq? Wake up. Derek Queen is cooking. He's been doing this lately, man. He's like cooks very early in the game. Did against the Sixers. He had like 12 PRA in the first quarter, bro. And then 5 the rest of the game. I mean, with that said, he might be a good live under candidate if you want to take his live props now that they're juiced. They're super juiced. What's it at? 27.5. It's pretty high. Like I said, in the Philly game, he had like 10 to 12 PRA in the first quarter, just like today. He has 10 in the first quarter. His stats look identical to yesterday. Or was it yesterday or Saturday against the Sixers? Saturday. Went down to 26.5 now. I'd watch that. Let him do a little bit more because it's still early in the first quarter. He did absolutely nothing rest of the game against the Sixers. All right. Moving on. Wolves, Grizz. I can't do anything in this game, man. We don't know Ant or Julia's status. So I think we got to pass for now. I want to like Jock here in this matchup. He played like shit though 2 days ago against them, same matchup. But on December 17th, he balled out 20. I just like him because he's a stretch big against Gobert. He's going to just hang out near the rim and drop coverage and not come out near the three-point line. So really just need Jock to be active and hit his outside shots. He only took 1-3 in that game. But the first time he played them on the 17th December, he took 9 threes, 4-9. So that was kind of what I was expecting in this most recent meeting, but it wasn't the case. And Jaren didn't play that game either, so I was really surprised. I was like, how is he not more active, even with Jaren out? So it was really weird, man. I don't know. But I guess Ty Jerome black hole too, though. First game back. 20 points in 20 minutes. 12 field goal attempts in like 20 minutes. Yeah, I think he's a big factor, man. And then if Jaren's back too, he's probably I think it's going to be the Jaren Ty Jerome show, right? But centers have been cooking Gobert. Absolutely cooking him. Last 15 games, they're giving up top 5 points to centers, giving up a ton of threes to centers, again, because Gobert is just going to chill near the rim. Let's see, let's take it back to last 30 games. If you take it back to last 30 games, top 5 most points allowed to centers and assists and 3-point made. So great spot for Jock in that sense because Jock hits threes and it's going to stretch out. But I'm just scared now with Ty Jerome back in the mix and Triple J back. It's just his usage all over the place. He's either taking like 15 plus shots or he's taking, Herb hit a 3. There you go. How many threes has he taken so far? That's his second 3, guys. He just needs 2 more 3-point attempts, and we're only in the first quarter. Theory is kind of right on that. We're going to leave him open. Teams tend to because he doesn't hit his shot. Get the Draymond treatment. He just took another 3, guys. He's at 3 field goal attempts. What the fuck? Yeah, he's 1 of 3. At 3.5. He got offensive rebound and then dribbled it out and popped the 3. Oh, man. Bro, I don't know what the fuck Sadiq's doing. I never bet on this dude either. Man. Okay. Yeah, we gotta wait on the news. But I would say if Ant and Julius are out, then obviously Nas and Jaden are live. I can't fuck with Pencilhead Gobert. So good on that. Yeah, I would say like Nas and Jaden's PRA would be live if both Ant and Julius are out. I mean, Nas balled out against Memphis recently with them playing too. So did Jaden. Both dropped 20. Yeah, look out for that news. I would say their PRA is definitely live. How many games do we have with both Ant and Julius out? None? Wow. Okay. So that'll make it hard for the bookies to project then. They don't have any data to go off of. How about last year? 3 games? Wow, look at last year with both. I know it's only 3 games, but both Ant and Julius out. Jaden balled, man. 23 points, 30 points, 20 points. He scored 20 plus points in all 3 games. 12. He had double-digit rebounds in all 3 games. 12, 10, 10. And he had at least 4 assists in each of those games. I think the PRA is definitely live for Jaden at 23.5 if both of them are out. But what are the bookies thinking here? They think they're going to play? It's 6.5 point spread. That would, because I think it would be like if both of them were playing, it should be like a 8.5 to 10.5 point spread. So maybe they're thinking at least one of them is going to play, or if not, both of them are going to be out. 6.5. I would try to search around, get some news on like beat writers for the Timberwolves and try to get an idea. Oh, Melo got hurt. Oh, he's back. Okay. I think he got poked in the eye or something. Yeah, I would try to find that, man. Hey, Herb Jones' fantasy is looking fire too, man. All right. Let's see how much fantasy you got. Beers just checked in for the first time. Herb has already got 11 fantasy guys, and his line is 20. That's just the first quarter. That was his first quarter run. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna mark that down. Definitely on my radar. Man, I wonder what he'll go to if they're both out. Shit, like probably 26.5 PRA. Is that 23.5 right now? Do they play tomorrow too? I think that'll make a big difference. They play Wednesday. Do they play Thursdays? It's a lot of games. 4 days. No. Okay. So they have a day break, but they have to travel travel up to Toronto though. Okay. I don't know. What are you guys saying? Do you think they sit? Oh, Fierce for 3. There you go, Salazzo. Coming out hot, man. Hey, our little gem calls on the Fears. Herb Jones looking pretty good, man. Last game on the dock. I don't want to bet this game, guys. I think I'm going to stay away. I'm not going to force it. Unless you guys got something. I hate betting on Clippers because of Ty Lue. Talk about like trusting coaches and rotations. He's the worst. We don't know Harden's status. You got Kawhi coming on. He's on a back-to-back, right? He played yesterday. He played yesterday. Does he even play today? Has he been playing on back-to-backs? I mean, I guess. Yeah, he's played January 10th. I have no idea. And do I want to play Kawhi on a back-to-back? No. But he's got the All-Stars snub narrative going. And if Harden is out, I mean, I guess you got to consider him. But, I mean, Harden was out last game against the Suns. They won by 24 and still put up 25 points in 30 minutes. He had a 34% usage rate. That's really good to see. Wasn't efficient from the field, really. Especially from the free throw line. 6 of 10 is pretty bad. It's Khan with an assist. LaMelo with an assist. Yo, Derek Queen is going wild, guys. Like, holy shit. He is cooking Cockbrenner right now. I mean, I think Cockbrenner live under is, if it's not too low, is definitely live. 9.5. There you go, Fierce. Yeah, Cockbrenner's playing like shit, guys. He just turned it over. He's 0-2 and only has 1 foul and 2 rebounds, and he's getting cooked by Queen. Oh, damn, it just went to a demon. And the Hornets are losing, so Cockbrenner's not going to play much at all, especially second half. Maybe take a second half unders. They're not going to give us a second half, are they? Okay. If you can catch in the books, guys, I will, depending on the line, I would not mind Cockbrenner under live PRA here. He looks way too slow for the athleticism of the Pelicans front court here. What is that 9.5 is pretty low, bro. Let's put him at yeah, because if he only plays 16 minutes in a close game, he's gotten that 9.5 PRA 5 of 8 games. What about his points? What's his live points at? 2.5, bro. What the fuck? Yeah. I think you gotta take that over, man. Like, I mean, I don't know. 5. Wow. That's so low. All right, let me catch up with chat, man. Liking Randall, all 3 rebounds of 5.5 if he plays. Okay, random with that. Gobert, all points in play. Okay, 8.5. It's a good matchup for Gobert. McCain 3s, slots there. What is he? What happened to him, man? Like, how is he just like break out rookie season and then now can barely crack the rotation? But same with Grimes, man. I know Grimes was beasting with like everyone out last year, but he barely plays. He's playing like 15 minutes. McCain's playing what, 15 minutes? Like both McCain and Grimes barely play. I mean, I get it, Saucedo. Most of his shot volume is from 3, right? Like majority. He's taking like 7-8 shots, and 6 of those are 3s. Yeah, he took 7 shots last game against Pelicans. 6 of them were 3s. Makes total sense. matchup wise, Clippers at the start of the season were bleeding threes like crazy, but it seems like Van Gundy kind of corrected off the defense somewhat. Their catch and shoot has definitely improved their defense, catch and shoot defense from the beginning of the season, at least. Yeah, I don't know, man. Embiid he's on one right now. Looking like Embiid of old. He's had some favorable matchups though. Besides, I mean, Knicks and Rockets, tougher matchup, slower pace, and he still got his points. But I mean, the Kings, Pelicans, Pacers, all favorite matchups. Herb Jones just hit another three and cleared his 3-point attempt prop, guys. First half cash. Let's go. If you played it, he's 2 of 4, and he's cooking that fantasy too. So 14 fantasy? It should be a 14. It should go up. Yeah, 14 fantasy. Fears. There we go, Fears. Fears cooking. Slots it up. Damn, those are the 2 plays right there, bro. Yo, Sadiq Bey is MIA, man. We need to get a milk carton for him. We might have to put him in our personal team, J-Man. BJ under PA, no point guard. Oubre's points. Yeah, I mean, what? Damn, look at Sadiq, bro. Down to 11.5 live points. I mean, I don't hate anything in Embiid the way he's playing right now. His usage rate is crazy, and it really helps with Podcast P suspended. Hey, did they ever say what drug he was taking, man? That was some super weird shit. Like, said it was for mental health, but it was on the ban list, but they never said what it was. It seemed serious, man. 25 games and major fine too. It's crazy. I mean, look at his usage rate. He's averaging almost 40% usage over the last 3 games, man. And some of those games Podcast Pete played in, and now he's out. Like, yeah, I don't hate anything Embiid at all with that usage rate. It's crazy. And it's not like Zubac is any stellar defender, and Zubac especially can't guard the perimeter when Embiid's shooting from the outside. So I'm with it. Someone else said Oubre points. I don't really fuck with Oubre, man. But I think, with Podcast P out, I think it makes sense. It's just, with him, sometimes, like, how aggressive is he going to be? Sometimes he comes out super aggressive, try hard, getting offensive rebounds. And other times he just chills on the wing. Oh, that's right, J-Man. You're in Philly. You haven't heard anything on our local news? Okay. Yeah, they're probably keeping it on the wraps, probably because like HIPAA laws too, man. Because if it was prescribed to him by a doctor, like, they're not going to release that information. That's like private HIPAA law, HIPAA protected. So it's just kind of dumb with the NBA. Like, I mean, if the dude needs prescription for his mental well-being, like, they shouldn't punish him. But I mean, at the same time, I guess he should go to his team doctors and the team organization and be like, look, I got prescribed this. Is it on the ban list or not? So I don't know. I can see both sides, but maybe they should have cut him some slack. Wait, what up, J. Cole? What up, man? We're just finishing up the last game, bro. Oubre, yeah, if you get a good feeling on him, roll with him. I personally never play him. He averaged 17 points with no Paul George. Let's see. Yeah, he does, J-Man. He does. Average matchup for him. Like, straight up average, right? Spot up average against that. Average against catch and shoot. Yeah. I don't mind it. Maxey, he's in a little cold streak right now. Shooting 28%. She's shooting around 28 30% from the field right now. Also, Embiid's usage rate being what it is, massive. Like, he's also just taking a backseat to him, right? So probably leave Maxey alone, man. And then the Clippers. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, if Harden's out, I mean, I guess you got to consider Kawhi here. Sixers defense is nothing to be afraid of by any means, man. Like, they struggle against bad teams, give it up to bad players. I mean, you saw Schroeder drop 26 on them, and that game go to almost overtime. So, I mean, Kawhi can definitely get his. Again, it's just him being on a back-to-back. That's what scares me. Because you never know. Like, he could start and play, and then Ty Lue pull him early in the second half out of nowhere, and he barely gets his minutes because of being a back-to-back. But let's say Kawhi is a late rollout today because of it being a back-to-back. I would have some interest depending on what the lines are, man. If they're pretty low, like Jordan Miller and Kobe Sanders, like both of them have been important, like spark plugs off the bench scoring wise for them and doing a lot when Harden's off the court, and especially if Kawhi's out too. Someone's going to have to pick up that 35 to 40% usage rate. I'm sure it's going to get split amongst guys like Kobe and Jordan Miller. Jordan Miller, he was balling at one point. I mean, he dropped 20 yesterday too without Harden. Had a 27% usage rate. So we take Kawhi off. I'm wondering if that's why we don't have. I guess we don't have props because technically Harden's game time decision, but also it's possible that Kawhi's a late rollout too. I wouldn't be surprised he pops up on the injury report saying like downgraded to questionable or something. Charlotte can't hit shit today, guys. They're shooting really bad. They're shooting 20% from three, 4-20. I mean, that's the life of 3-point shooting teams, catch and shoot teams. You're going to be really hot at times, on fire, blowing teams out the court, or you're going to be way behind. Wait and see on Clippers news. We need the hard news. We need confirmation Kawhi's playing before we make any decision. But I just want to throw that out there. Like Jordan Miller, I think would be priority one if both are out, and then Kobe Sanders. If you get pretty low lines for him, I think he could be interesting. He can hit threes. Most of it, he gets it done from 3-point shooting. So it's going to be a little bit volatile, but hey, Fears is crushing that fantasy slots though. Good call out, man. Both him and Herb. I think they're up there, top 5. Yeah, 12 fantasy already in the first half for Fears. Just needs 6 more. And Herb needs 7 more. There you go. And Sadiq is on a milk carton right now. Wow, Sadiq just missed again, bro. Like 0-4. It's got to be in his head at this point. He just needs to see the ball go in the hoop. You guys got anything else, man? You guys got anything else? Cash 9, all rebounds. There you go, Ren. Good call, man. Hey, when you got the Hornets shooting 20% from 3, there's a lot of rebounds to go around, bro. A lot of fucking rebounds. I don't mean to look at your shit, bug us, that professor from An 1. You talking about the professor from the professor? I remember him. What about him?
What's he doing these
Is
days?
he? Yeah, what is he doing? I remember him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying, Jamie? What about him? -2.5 for the Hornets, Ren. I mean, if you think they're gonna get out of the shooting slump, I don't know, bro. Brandon Miller, dude, this is the Brandon Miller I'm talking about, bro. Like, he's 1 of 8. I've seen him go games where he's gone like 2 of 17. He was due. He was definitely due. I saw in your Underdog follows. Oh, the professor. Oh, he's following. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, I follow the professor. Fuck is professor? This can't be the same professor. Fuck is this? Why? I'm not following this dude.
I think it just says that dude's following Underdog, too.
No, it said I was following this person. Never seen this person in my life.
Unfollow that. No, it says follow right there. That means you're not.
No, I just unclicked it.
Oh. Weird.
No.
I just noticed. That's funny. I just noticed this morning. I clicked on EuroLeague, RotoWire EuroLeague on Twitter, and it said they followed me. I was like, what? Why RotoWorld EuroLeague following me? All right.
They follow you?
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
they
must
follow me too.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Right?
Huh? How do they know we're connected?
I don't know. Probably because this live stream plays on my Twitter, I would assume.
Huh.
Bryce Cotton.
Bryce. Oh, Fierce just got a block. Oh, he's over his fantasy. He's got to be over his fantasy, man. Fucking Sadiq gonna ruin our little parlay, man. What the fuck are you doing, Sadiq? Oh, it won't play. It won't stream because it knows streaming my screen. It doesn't let you take screenshots either. They have some algorithm built in. Yo, Brandon Miller's going through it, guys. 1 of 9. Oh my gosh, they're shooting horrible. 11 of 36 from the field, 31%, 17% from 3. Jamie said it's second half. We can say that, yeah. Or he's point shaving. He knew the whole world was on him today. I got the call. What's his live point line? Ten and a half. What's his second half points? They're not even offering. Why aren't they? All they're offering is Derek Queen. That's sketchy. They're like baiting you guys. Like they're like, look, Queen's going off, man. Like take him. But they're not offering any other Pelican. That's super sketchy. I wouldn't fall for that, guys, because we've seen Queen disappear in the second half or lose minutes randomly, even when he's playing good. Let me just see that. I want to see what happened in that Philly game because he was, like I said, he started off really hot. in that Philly game, and did nothing after. Oh, he didn't play the fourth quarter. What the? He didn't. Again, this happened to. Remember, we took his fantasy at 1 or something like that.
Yeah.
He had 30.6 or something. He just needed like one of anything, and he never touched the court in the fourth quarter. Checked out early in the third, just like this Philly game.
Yeah. PP knows.
Wow, this coach, man, I can't stand it. We were so mad that day, bro. And then other games will play 33 minutes.
Yeah, that was pretty annoying.
I wouldn't fall for that, guys. Why did Khan check out? I guess it's normal rotation. Yeah. Is that normal? Okay. Yeah, checks out 40-minute mark. I mean, his rotation is all over the place. There's no reason to his second quarter rotation, bro. It's all... What? Nothing happened to him, right? Ugly day for the Hornets, man. Jimmy said Harden did the same thing. Yeah, Harden, he's notorious for disappearing in the second half, man. I always take his second half under for that reason. He goes hard in the first half all the time, bro. And then he just goes like passive mode. Oh, there, Sadiq. There, that's one way to see the bucket go in. Let's get to the free throw line. There you go. There you go. So now we just need. Well, I guess that teams that we did on stream, we switched Miles to Brandon Miller. So we need Brandon Miller to. Oh my God, Brandon Miller, 1 of 10, bro. Holy shit. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's Brandon Miller, dude. I've seen that I've seen that same story so many times. But the thing with him is like he doesn't care. His shooter's gonna shoot. He'll keep shooting. But asking him to get 18 points at this point of the game, I think that's a lot. I imagine his live point line is like 11.5, 14.5. What is it? $15.5. Yeah. So you're telling me? Let me get this straight, guys. You're telling me Grant fucking Williams is the leading scorer on the Hornets? Or no, Khan has 8, right? Khan is barely leading. Yeah, Khan is 1 point higher than Melo, and Grant Williams is 7. That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. It was kind of a weird game though, right? Because like they were scheduled for the normal start time of 7 Eastern, and then it was changed today, this morning. So these players were thrown off guard and probably messed up their routine too. I was thinking about that. I was like, because these guys have a routine every game, especially when their home games when they come out at a certain time and they do their warm ups, their shoot arounds, and all that, and you got completely turned upside down today. They started 4 hours early than normal. So probably, it had to cut down on some of these guys' warm up times too. 3-point game, body, clock off. Well, Grant Williams is now the leading scorer in the Hornets in the first half, guys. Who would have bet that, man? If you bet that, if that was a prop out there, Grant Williams to be the leading scorer for the Hornets after the first half, it had to be like plus 2,000. Like, no joke. Man, it looks like the Hornets coach is just grasping at straws, man. He's trying whatever it takes. Oh, finally. Brandon Miller finally scores. Sadiq hits a 3. All right. Sadiq has got his pulse back, J-Main. He's like that monkey gif with the little oxygen going in his nose, dying on the deathbed. He's back. Two of 11, Brandon Miller. Let's go. Wake up, kid. Who are you talking about, Ren? You talking about Miller or Sadiq or both? You know what I hate about ESPN Gamecast? I hate how, and they didn't do this back in the day, and I know NBA.com is faster and better to use, but I'm just so used to over the years using ESPN, the layout. But like, I hate how it shows the game clock go down, and then it'll show the team scores before it does the play-by-play update. And so I'm sitting there nervous, like, all right, if I have an over and I see the team I want scores, I'm like, oh shit, is it my dude or not? And you're sitting there waiting for that play-by-play to come up.
Mm-hmm. They do that on CBS too.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to keep it as live as possible, and it's just the play-by-play just takes time for them to enter. So I kind of get it, but
yeah, maybe
I'd rather not see the score or clock update before the play, I guess is what I'm saying. Brandon Miller, another miss. And see, look, someone got a 3 for the Hornets. We don't know who, though. I'm going to guess LaMelo. Let's see. Am I right? And I'm right. It was LaMelo. I was like, hey, Brandon Miller, that's for sure, bro. You ain't hitting shit. Man, 2 of 12. Hey, Sadiq. Hey, baby. Oh, so it looks like Melo hit another 3. Am I right? When Melo starts feeling himself. Grant fucking Williams, bro. X Killer, try it. Try what, bro? What are we trying? Trey Murphy looks like he's back to himself. Charlotte is just chucking 3s trying to get back in this game. They are just chucking. Don't tell me it's Grant Williams again. The real app. That was Melo. That makes sense. The real app. Oubre 2 3s, 7 of 8 games with Embiid and without Paul George. Like, that makes sense, man. Like, Embiid's gonna draw the coverage and kick it out, and he's gonna be more involved on the wing with Paul George out. What's the odds on it, Jimmy? Is it juiced heavily or? Oh, it's plus money. Yeah, that's a good call, Jimmy. I mean, if you're in the books, man, best price you can get is on FanDuel plus 124. I think it's worth it as a single bet for him.
The real app is dope.
I heard about it. Yeah, I need to try it. Thanks for reminding me, Killer.
You know what?
That's only on the phone, right?
You can put it on your desktop. You just have to. I think you have to pay like $5 a month or something. But I used it for tackles because it's so sick. They'll show you all the players on the field. They'll show you the formation every play. No other site does that I've ever seen live. So I can see like if a dude was out, bet the under, bet. You know what I mean? Like instead of having to stare at the TV and look for the player, is he on the field? It was huge this year.
So it does like all the play details and says who's on and off the court. Because that's what I hate about NBA is like .com is it doesn't have who's on the court like Reddit, like where you can easily see it with the play-by-play.
I'm not 100% how they do NBA. I just know that's what they did for NFL. Like beyond, just beyond anything I've ever seen like that. It was sick. So I'm sure they do something for NBA that's not on ESPN. It's that Real Sports, yeah, on the top.
It's Real Sports?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yep. And you have to download like a web catalog or something to make Real Sports work on your laptop. But it's free on your phone. But we like the laptop.
Yeah.
But it's dope, bro. You should look at it. You might like it.
I don't have to use my phone.
Maybe just download it for times when you can't be at home and you can look on it and see what it got for you on the phone when you can't use your laptop.
Yeah. Jimmy said he tried Real App before. It's pretty dope. Okay, cool. But the app is free, but to use on the computer, it's $5 a month.
Something like that. Yeah.
But they don't charge you on the phone. I'm just so old school. Like I've been stuck with I always use ESPN when I can't watch the games because that's what I'm doing for like the last I don't even know how many years, man. And you just get set in your ways,
Yeah, totally.
But like NBA.com, bro. Like I just don't.
I don't either.
It's fat.
I feel you. No, I feel the same. WNBA.com too for when women's could be on. I hate that too. I like CBS better than both of them. I know it sounds funny, but CBS is.
I haven't tried that for NBA. But I mean, CBS. look, it's you don't have. I don't know who's on the court and who's off the court. I know I get sub in, sub out, but like if I jump in the game like right here, I don't know who's on the court, and I have to toggle to see who's on the court, right? No, it doesn't even show you who's on the court. Where does it show you? It doesn't, does it?
Oh, NBA.com? I don't know. I always hate those ones. Let's see what.
I'm with the stats like right here. I can see field goal attempts, who's on the court. Yeah, NBA.com is bunk. Doesn't track it your best bets percentage wise and your losers. Doesn't it track? What does Real App does?
Yeah, it's way more. It's almost like a social network kind of like feel. People can add emojis and shit and comment and stuff after things happen. So it's kind of set up for newer type thing. I just loved how it had the formations for the football. That was crazy.
Yeah, let's see what it looks like for the NBA then.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. But I don't see who's on the court at all times. I'll see how fast it is compared to what you got going on there. I see drive, reverse layup, LaMelo Ball. I'm 20 seconds ahead of you. I know that.
Wow, you are.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's Melo.
Okay. Yeah. So it's better for live betting, that's for sure.
It's better for, they're always ahead, at least probably a play or so. And
I see the Pelicans made it 3. I don't know who made it, though. Was it Trey Murphy?
Derek Queen.
No fucking way.
Yep. And so the way this one works is I saw the number change the same time as yours on ESPN, but they say what happened here.
Gotcha.
But I mean, whatever.
Guys,
Couple seconds.
I think yeah. I think LaMelo is in that mellow mood right now. Since his teammates aren't making his shots and he's like black holing. And he pops off in the fourth quarter. I wouldn't hate his third quarter points or second half points.
Switch your production. Yeah. He said he uses 365. And it shows green little light. That's cool too.
Oh yeah.
We can't use 365 though.
We can still like go on there and see live scoring though for some sports. I use it for like badminton.
Oh really? So they'll let you even if you're not logged in or anything?
Yeah, it'll show like who's winning like each set and whatnot. But I haven't tried it for other sports, major sports. You're playing against Queen this week in fantasy. Do season long, Jimmy? That sucks for him. Well, at least he did. Oh wait, it's the start of the week today. I was gonna say yesterday he didn't, or Saturday he didn't do much. All right, guys, I think we'll get out of here now, man. It's halftime, and it looks like, at least on PrizePicks, you're not getting LaMelo's second half. Maybe they'll add it. Dude, I mean, honestly, I don't mind the front court unders on the Hornets because they're just chucking threes because they're trailing from behind. Like Diabetes got like no looks. Looks like consider his unders points. What's the? I mean, they're not offering second half. They're offering. What are they offering live points for LaMelo? 26.5. That's about right because it's like his first half is usually 9.5 points. This is implicating him for 8.5 second half. I think that's his normal line. Let me see what Underdog has. Oh fuck! I had to sign in. They always log me out. Underdog is like the worst website, man.
What do you want to see, LaMelo?
Yeah, do they have a second half or point prop?
Yeah. Well, they have his live at 27.5 points.
Yeah, so you're gonna. I think that's more appropriate because like his like LaMelo's first or half props are usually 9.5, and that puts him at 9.5. But PrizePicks just bumped it. Okay, so never mind. That 26.5 felt pretty good value. Again, a point cheaper than normal. I would say it's weird they're not offering second half props. Yeah, I would take the Diabate under 4.5. Like, cause I'm looking at like in the books, it's juiced on the under, heavily juiced. Underdog has it at 0.88x for him to score 5 or score less than 5. This is way too high. I'm seeing 13.5 everywhere for live PRA. So I'm not sure why PrizePicks has it at 16.5, 3 higher. On DraftKings, I saw it 13.5. Underdog 13.5. So I don't know what PrizePicks is doing with that line. Actually, never mind. Sorry, Underdog bumped him to 17. So, or DraftKings. This is broken, guys. This is a good line, and you're getting it at 1.03x. Yeah, he's DraftKings just updated. Like, he's at minus 130 to get 17 PRA. Miles Bridges. You can get him at plus money to get. Wait, what? Now they changed it to 12.5, bro? What?
That's weird.
You don't get the plus money, but I mean, still 0.9x is not too bad. I mean, that's crazy.
I'm gonna check Shitty Fliff.
That's like, because he's minus 130 for 17. Hold on, let me look at. Do they? Why? Here we go. Hold on. Yeah, minus 125 for 16.5 on DraftKings live PRA.
Bridges,
that's good value, guys.
15.5 on Fliff.
Yeah, I mean, value's value, right? Is it now whether he's going to get it or not? I don't know. He's not doing anything, but that was one half of basketball. I mean, did he get benched? Like, up? They just bumped it back up to 13.5, guys.
Somebody hit
Did
it.
he get benched for the last part of the first half? I guess he had 2 fouls, but that shouldn't. He only played 12 minutes. Is he in the coach's doghouse, man? 2 turnovers, no RA. So yeah, it could be a little bit. It could be risky, man. He could be in the doghouse today, but value is value in terms of the books. I mean, shit. I mean, if you have both sides, you can middle bet it, right? Take the under on DK and PrizePicks, and take the over on Underdog. He has a lot of opportunity to. You can land on 14 or 15, or 16. You have 3 opportunities to land in the middle, and still cash on both sites. That's what I would do. I just don't. I don't play an Underdog that much anymore. I would.
Ever since they did us dirty with these streaks.
They did us really dirty with the streaks. Yeah, over on the PRA on Underdog and under on PrizePicks. And PrizePicks is no fucking better, man. Their shit crashes all the time. Yeah, there you go. Under PrizePicks, over on. Oh, these bumped to 14.5 on Underdog. Gotta move quick. I feel like both these sites fuck up on the live betting though, with the line sometimes. So you gotta catch them. There can be value to be had, but yeah, it looks like Brandon Miller's gonna be the only letdown for us on our team parlay, huh? What do we have? We had Sadiq for 15, we had Miller for 18, and we had Fears for 18 fantasy, which I think he already got. Yeah, he already got that. Crushed it. Yeah, that's what we had on our little team parlay, 3-pick parlay. Yeah, I might be wrong, but I don't see Miller getting 18, man. So, oh well. Like I said, it's hard choosing between the Hornets guys, man, when they're fully healthy. So I tend to stay away from them, unless like LaMelo and or Brandon Miller are out. Then I play Con here and there. Chris said he gets one foul and he will get benched quick. What did Underdog do to y'all? What the Streaks killer said. So back when so we do like Asian baseball, MPB and KBO heavily, and we had like streaks going from that. We each completed one each, and then we had some more that were still going, and they were just sitting there for longest time, and we were just waiting for the right plays, and then they just randomly one day gave us our money, closed out the streak, and said like they changed their policy, and now they do like, was it 10 days unrated?
Yeah, that was even after they closed yours that time. They did that new policy like I think the beginning of the year. And you know what they did? I didn't tell you. Remember how I had my 3 open? I had one at 30 grand. I had like 5 places left, and then I had another one at like 16 grand that only needed 2 or 3. I forget now. But they closed both of those like a week ago. So whack.
Was it past the 10 days?
No, they said so that 10-day thing. They said from then on, that was the rule. But my streaks had started before that, so they were like, "Nah, it's the old rule." So they were like, "The old rule is if it goes for 30 days, they're allowed to do it whenever they want to, at their discretion." They say, so stupid.
Yeah, that's what happened to mine. Mine got closed out because it was after 30. But they just randomly implemented that without giving a warning or anything.
Yeah, I just opened one day and it said, and the worst part is it's not even in my account. They're sitting there. It says pending right now, still right now. So weird. So they left one open. I got one open at 17 grand. It still needs like 5. And then the other 2 are sitting there like, I think it's 1,500 and 1,200 or something.
Like, I wouldn't leave them open.
I'm just worried if I write them and ask, they'll close the other one. So I haven't done it yet. But yeah, it kind of put me in a bad mood for a day or so because I was like, man, I'm trying to get this 30 grand. It was fun having that one going. For all those tackle ones that were giving me 1.7, they were letting me put all those in. So, don't know. But we'll try it again when MPB starts up.
Yeah, but I mean,
I know. What do you do? But they do have the. They have the new rule now. They have the new rule with the 10 days. So yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to actually go for it because we were very conservative with our streaks and like patient, and we had wait for the right props. But now it's like, I mean, but the thing with MPB is like we should find props that we're pretty confident in within 10 days when the season started. So, especially the start of the season, guys, like that's when we hit them the hardest because like their lines, they fuck up the lines and they're usually off by a lot. So that remember that like the first 2 to 3 weeks, how hard we were hitting them.
Yeah.
I hope it's the same case. I hope they didn't change anything. We'll see.
Well, they've been that way for when you were doing it before me. They were doing that 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
They were.
You know, so
they're the first ones. They're the first ones to offer strikeout props for MPB. So
yeah, dude,
PrizePicks.
Dude, starting pitchers with their reliever strikeouts.
Yeah.
That was that is when you know streak time.
Oh yeah, Jay made 5. Oh, he means 5 more. 5 more winning plays. It's like I don't know if you've done the streaks on Underdog, but it's just you enter one play, one entry at a time, or one prop, and you got to hit how many rolls is it?
I think it's 11 in the end. You start with 2. Once you hit a 2 pick, then they start the streak, and then you have to hit 9 more, I think.
Yeah.
And you could just get to sit and wait for your favorite play, supposedly. And then once you get 10 straight, then you get a 10 grand or something, depending on what your payouts were along the way. But yeah, they decided to close them whenever they want now, so it's pretty whack.
Yeah. I mean, I get why they're going to add this like 10-day window. Like you have to enter play because they want to force you to make a mistake and fuck up your streak. It just helps them.
Mm-hmm. But 10 days is better than the way that it was, to be honest. If they can close it after 30 days whenever they want to, at least we get 10 days and they can't close it. At least there's that.
That's true. There's some certainty there. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, we love the like. Well, your tackle props were great for streaks, and then like MPB, that was our bread and butter for streaks on Underdog. Man, it was so like that was the most prevalent on our streaks, like plays. Like it was filled with just like MPB pitchers, strikeout props. So
and the girls softball, remember? I had a couple on mine.
Oh, we gotta look out for that this year. We gotta catch it when the season starts because we caught it late.
Yeah, we caught it at the end.
Yeah,
that was funny.
Let's look out for that. We should see we should look up on when the season starts.
Mm-hmm. There's probably stuff sitting there right now that we don't know about. That's like what? That they're just throwing up stupid stuff.
That's true. True.
Yep.
Yeah. So guys, come catch us. When does the season start?
He said March 28th. That's KBO.
Right
around
KBO,
the same time.
Yeah, MPB follows MLB schedule pretty closely. So
I think preseason starts like I want to say the end of this month, even, or I don't know, spring training. You can
bet on preseason money lines, which I don't recommend doing, but you can. And I was trying to do it last year to force myself to keep track of what's going on, but I think it's smart we should follow the preseason a little bit more closely this year because there's going to be some new pitchers that we're not familiar with, and I feel like we'll get familiarized with them better if we track the preseason. Before we get out of here, best props said slimy bookies. They're always slimy, man. Brent said it was on your screen when you was talking about unders. They took it down. Oh, we talking about Scion Demon rebounds? Alt rebounds? No. You're banned? What are you banned on? Switcher production. Are you banned on were you the one are you banned on Bet365?
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
I wish I had access to that book.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah, banning people shouldn't be allowed, I know, right? Or payout limits or anything like that.
J-Man said I followed the preseason, lost every day in baseball. Yeah, preseason stuff.
And MLB?
I think that's what he meant, yeah.
Yeah. What's up? Is that Trent? He's saying, let's get paid, baby. Yeah. Trying, man. I'll say today, guys, it's not a great day, man, at least for NBA. And it looks like it's a small college basketball slate. There's not much going on today. But tomorrow's massive, man, like for NBA slate. And it could get interesting, right? Because we're getting closer to the trade deadline. Trade deadline is on Thursday, like I think usually 12 p.m. midday. So tomorrow we could get a lot of guys if there's going to be some trades happening within the next couple of days, we can get a lot of guys getting rolled out in this massive slate. So there's going to be so much news probably coming in with all these teams playing and right by the trade deadline. Like, I think we could find some edge. I think the bookies could slip on some lines, and it'll just be hard for them to monitor and track all this shit going on. So it's going to take a lot of work, though. I think there's going to be a lot of news to track on Tuesday. Because any potential players getting traded, they're not going to probably play tomorrow or Wednesday and risk the injury before the trade goes through.
Gonna have to be quick on the news. Get ready.
Yeah, for sure.
Have your Bovada open.
And every year, right before trade deadline, it's always like late rollouts too. It's guys that weren't even on the injury report or anything like that. It's just like you'll be midday, a couple hours before lock, and so and so was ruled out for some BS reason, and it's because they're getting traded. So, I think tomorrow. I think it makes a lot of sense, guys. Just hold out for tomorrow, bro. I know it's hard at times, but just be patient.
It's not hard. It's not hard. Go do something else.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can do it.
Play some NBA 2K.
Something. Don't give
make your own trades. I think Charlotte's going to make a comeback. Ren, if he took that minus 2.5, it was a smart bet. Being the home team, making a bounce back second half. We'll see, man. We'll see. There's Miles. Miles rebound, man. I don't know if anyone took that live PRA on Underdog. Recap what we liked. Shep fantasy did the calculation, the projection on that. He just has to play like 28 or more minutes. Feel pretty strong on that. If he plays 30 minutes, he's going to get about 31 fantasy. If you don't have access to fantasy score, like if you're in the books, then I think you can consider the PRA at 20.5 or just the points at 14.5. And then Eason, like him for his PR or his rebounds. Should play about 30 plus minutes. Gets a boost with Steven Adams out, and especially with KD out. Put for 6 plus. And then if you want to take a stab at, if you're on PrizePicks, you want to take a stab at Sengun's free throw attempt. It's juice, but it makes sense. And then these are probably like my strongest lanes of the day, is the Rockets side without KD and going against a really weak defense. I said Kevin Durant, and I actually typed it out. Sengun. 6.5 free throw time. And then we talked. Oh, someone brought up. I think J-Main brought up Jabari at 1.5 assists. Kind of interesting if he plays more of the KD role. And that's it for the Rockets side, man. They didn't have anything for the Pacers. And then for the T-Wolves, if Julius and Ann are out, then I'm definitely going to Jaden's PRA just based on past history, like last year. And given his matchup, he just cooked Memphis. So that would be the PRA if both of them are out. And then secondary to that would be Nas. But Jaden would be priority one. I would just try to follow that news closely because right when that news drops, the lines are going to get adjusted. They're going to get pulled from the board, right? Yeah, so watch out for that news. And that was it. I mean, Memphis, with Ty Jerome back, man, is Ty Jerome going to even play? I guess it's been 2 days. Yeah, he should play. Okay, it just messes up everything. I mean, he was a black hole in limited time back. I mean, 10 points. I think it's doable, but he's only going to play like 20 to 22 minutes probably. And then the Clipper side, is Harden ruled out? Did I miss that? He's not even on the board. Did I miss that, guys? Why is he pulled? Oh, he's out. Okay, he was rolled out. Why didn't Underdog have that on their website or their Twitter? Or am I on their Underdog? Oh, oh my God, I'm on Underdog. That's so annoying, bro. I was wondering why all that bullshit was on there. Okay. Harden ruled out. and nothing else. Okay. We already got Tuesday news coming in. All right. If Kawhi, if he's a late rollout, then like I said, I'll go to Jordan Miller here or Kobe Sanders. Jordan Miller, I like his fantasy upside. Even if Kawhi plays, I like his fantasy upside here. He gets a lot of stocks. I doubt we get his fantasy though. Nope. He's like a steal machine though. I've seen him have like 4+ steals as well. So, yeah, it would be a slight lean. I think it's a good matchup for him. Philly's been nothing to. Defense has been so weak. Trey Murphy is back, huh? Look, Derek Queen not doing shit in the second half, is he? Yeah, I think that's about it, man. Kawhi, I want to play him with Harden out, but again, I'm just scared of back-to-back and Ty Lue. I'm just mainly scared of Ty Lue, man. He's can't be trusted. I think he's the most untrustworthy coach. So it's risky taking Clippers props in general because of that. So that's pretty much what I got, man. I really don't want to fuck with the Pacers, man. I don't want to force it. Just in terms of guys being out and taking usage bumps and matchups, I think these 4 make sense. Reed for his scoring, or take the fantasy upside because he can get steals, but he does turn the ball over a lot. Easton for the rebounding. He should take a bump in shot volume and scoring too. And then if Sengun, if he's actually active and trying to score near the basket, he should get fouled a lot against the number 2 fouling team in the league in the Pacers with Isaiah Jackson, number 1 fouler, and others. And then Jaden, we looked into last year when both Ant and Julius were out. He went crazy, scoring 20+ points in all 3 games, and then 10+ rebounds in all 3 too. He had double-digit rebounds in all 3 games. It's only 3 games sample size than it was last year, but the unit's pretty much the same. So this year, I don't see much changing from that. We don't have any data from this year of both Ant and Julius out, so that's all we got to go off of. But it was really consistent, at least for those 3 games we saw from last year. Under Chris Dunn, 9.5 points, man. I don't care if Sarnat's out. Hey, I don't blame you, bro. He is he can't shoot, man. He'll try to hit threes, but they don't land usually. Who gets blocks for Clippers? I'm going on PM right now. I mean, really no one. I mean, Johnny C. I mean, Burlow at his age, he can't block anything. Yeah, I think it's just John Collins, man. Like Zubac, yeah, we'll get blocks, but I think Chris Dunn gets. I mean, he gets a lot of stocks, right? I think a lot of it's steals, so he gets a lot of steals. Yeah, probably John Collins gets the most, I imagine. Especially if he's coming from the weak side or help defense. Man, we need 8 more points from Sadiq and 6 more from Miller. With the way Trey Murphy is blackholing, I don't know if Sadiq's gonna get there. to be honest. Trey Murphy was due though, and like I said, I'm staying away from him until I see him wake up. And he woke up today. He was on a 3 or 4 game streak of shooting horrible from 3, like 25% on average. So LaMelo's shooting bricks production. Is he? I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't even consider him after they bumped him to 27.5. I thought the 26.5 was a little bit favorable line. Because that put him at 8.5 points for the half, and he's normally like 9.5 to 10 for a half. Yeah, man, I don't really fuck with the Hornets, bro. Not when they're fully healthy. We'll see what happens, guys. Definitely back at it tomorrow. Massive slate, so hopefully maybe we can start a little bit earlier so we have enough time to go through it. If news breaks early for a lot of the games, we can go through it.
Yeah, we can start up early, man. I got a dentist appointment at noon, but I can start it up and just drive on away. Let you keep going.
All right, there you go.
That'll work.
All right. Sounds good. All right, guys. Good luck. Yeah, I'd save up for tomorrow, man. Looks much better. Slate, faux show. I appreciate all you guys' input, man. Peace.